Yeah.
You're just like, all right. Let me tell you how it happened. And
I'd like to make a lot of explanation how Cookie was in a very small cage and how funny he looked.
Yeah, you tell people that Cookie, this giant dude named Cookie. Also, you're calling him Cookie, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Like his name is William, and William's just like, "Fuck." And you're like, no, he's Cookie. And he was in a big man in a small cage.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
hilarious.
People are just laughing their
guy
ass
in
off.
a little cage.
Yeah. Eventually, as the night goes on, this human walks up to all three of you. He's got long brown hair.
Humans.
And he's got like plate armor on. And the idle hand symbol is like right on the chest. It's like in gold. The rest of the armor is like a dark gray. He has a like long tattered cloak. It's like a greenish color, and he's got he doesn't have any of his weapons on. Like any of his like what you would think would be his like main weapons. Like his shield's not there, his sword's not there. And he walks up and he says, "Are you the new guys?
I guess so.
You're the ones who
I've been a guy for a while.
Right, but new to us. I've heard of you.
I've never met you. You're new to me.
Well, I'm a Grandor, and I am the leader of the Idle Hand.
I have something to show you.
Can I finish?
Wow.
Yes.
Not to be rude, but introductions and all. I will totally be more than happy to see whatever it is that you want to show me. You've saved two people that we hold very dear. So, of course. But I would like to introduce you to my right-hand man, Brennan. And it's this very stout, buff, just ragged, like, dwarf from, like... He looks like he's got, like, scars on his face. This dude has been to war. Looks very old. His armor is just completely, like... It looks like he's never gotten it, like... If you've seen, I guess the only one who have seen it would be you. So, like, you've seen, like, knights and warriors that have plate mail and stuff like that. Anytime it gets, like, dented and stuff like that, a lot of times people will get it fixed.
Right.
It's never done that.
Right.
It's well worn.
Right.
It looks pretty fucking cool. You're just like, what? Good on you, bruh. And he just, like, walks up and, like, wants to, you know, extends his hand to give... very stern handshakes to everyone, but he seems really happy to make your acquaintance. And he said, Brennan walks up to, like, looks at Rathan, and he's like, Cookie. You call him Cookie. You found him in a cage.
Yeah, he's a really big guy in a little cage.
Right.
And his name is Cookie.
That is...
Because he's a cook.
Okay. Not because he eats a bunch of cookies, it's because he's a cook and that
It's
alone?
a double joke. You know, it's like he's a big guy.
Yes.
So, and he cooks.
Let me ask you, how many cups of meat have you had this evening?
Well, I've had one.
Maybe you just stick with one.
I don't. Are there other kinds?
Yes, we have all kinds here.
I would
Tonight
like-
is a night of celebration.
Then I will have them all.
Okay. Not all at once.
He's a collector of sorts.
Grandor's like, do you need to show me something before you get... Should we retire to another room?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I probably shouldn't show it here.
Okay. Well, if you would like, you guys can come back to my chambers and we can see whatever it is you need to show us.
All right.
Okay.
We'll get back to unwrap it for you.
Okay. And he leads you guys down this hallway. You make your way to a nice, sturdy wooden door. He opens it up, and you walk in, and there's, like, books and books on the back wall. He's got, like, a fireplace in the room, too, a desk, and there's another door that is not open, so you don't know what's in it. But he sits down at his desk and pulls up chairs for you guys. What is it you got to show me?
I'm going to take the stick off my shoulder and so everyone keep your hands back. This almost killed somebody.
Whoa.
I'm going to start dumping it out of the desk.
It's like, whoa, like,
these are all evil.
backs up from his. What are you? What?
I don't know, but I was wanting to just bury them, and they wouldn't let me, so I don't know what to do with them, but they're evil, and so we need to, like, just destroy them in, like, the fire, maybe, or, like, but they look better than fire, like, I need to...
So they almost killed someone?
him.
Extra fire.
What happened?
They're just cursed objects. If you touch them, you get hurt.
Okay.
Unless,
You almost died.
I mean, yeah, but if I had that's a metagaming, but if I had had more health, I would have been fine. Like literally 7 more hit points would have been A-okay. Yeah. I don't know how to explain in role-playing terms that if you're chaotically aligned, you won't be hurt.
Right. Okay,
It
so
might hurt you, it might not. I don't know. I mean,
so you touched. What happened when you touched it?
everything went black and I got hurt and hallucinated a bunch.
Well, what? Okay, so if you, so are you trying to? What are you trying to do with these?
I want to destroy them. He wants to find out more about them, and I don't think he wants to touch them.
I don't care about them. I don't think that they're really relevant in any way.
If you tell me what sort of hallucinate those things, I can't talk.
It was just like demonic. It was just like a demonic thing, and in the distance came and attacked me. That was it.
Wait,
It's just
something
like your
attacked
typical.
you?
It's like your typical just nightmare.
These demons.
No, it was just one. Just
This-
one really big one.
What did it look like?
Lots of teeth.
Okay.
No eyes.
Have you seen have you read up on any demons before? You seem the type.
Oh, I mean,
Well read, I mean.
in many books, yeah, no doubt. I've compiled quite a bit of useless information in my head.
Right, so did this demon look like anything you'd read of? It really did.
Not that I would know. Can I roll an intelligence check to find that out?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm not sure what D&D books
Yeah.
are like.
18.
I think pretty much everything I have is a +2,
Okay.
but let's find out for sure.
Have you read Volo's Guide to Monsters?
Is that just like a? Would that just be an just straight intelligence?
Mm.
Then yeah, it'd be 8 and 20 total.
Okay. You have come across something that sort of describes something like this. With the this is happening very quickly. With a 20,
Yeah.
you remember reading this book.
Right.
It was written maybe like 10, 15 years ago
Right.
by the last name was Lockhart.
Of course.
Do you tell him that?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, have you ever met him?
The author of the book?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, in his old age, he's gotten very strange. However, the people who work with him and for him might be able to help you, and he might be able to help you as well.
Okay.
I can tell you, I can draw on a map where he lives, or where his guild is, and
I'm sorry. Wasn't Walter already in his old age?
You
15
mean-
years ago?
you mean
Out of game? Was he
you
old?
mean Ludwig?
Ludwig? I'm sorry, yeah. Not Walter.
He was 50, and now he's
okay.
65.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Sorry, I
Right.
just thought I remembered him being older than that.
You just offended a bunch of 50-year-olds.
I thought, for some reason, I thought Ludwig was older than that.
No.
Oh, okay.
Just accent.
but
Just a accident, yeah.
you could find him, and he might know what to do about these. He sort of dabbles in these sort of things.
Is
Unfortunately,
he nearby?
no.
When you say dabbles in these things, like he has things like this?
Well, see, that's the thing. Why a lot of people don't really talk to him, especially much anymore. He has had things like this. He has destroyed things like this. And apparently if you talk to him enough, rambles on quite a bit about things like this and the places that these things can take a person.
Is there anybody closely related to him maybe that we could talk to perhaps easier track him down?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, he'll probably be able to take you right to him.
Anybody, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, some kind of, some sort of monster hunter of some kind?
You know... That's very strange that you bring that up.
Oh, yeah, well...
But no, he does have a friend that apparently he's known for a very long time that these days he's one of the best monster hunters that you can find, but unfortunately he's also, from time to time, a sort of caretaker for Ludwig. Ludwig tends to get out of hand from time to time and gets into trouble by accident. There's a lot of strange things about him that he intends he does for the best reasons, but sometimes those reasons don't seem the best for everyone else.
Maybe we should just bury these and move on.
You could, but if
No,
you want
we
to
should
learn
destroy
more,
'em.
if you want to learn more about them, I would talk to him. I wouldn't guarantee that they get destroyed. There was he had problems with the church once, a long time ago, and it was because of a sort of like demonology. Instead of destroying demons, he thought it would be best to capture them and learn from them. Eventually, he would kill them if it was different. If it was he had a collection of sorts. He's a very strange man.
So he hung out with demons, and we're going to take him some evil artifacts?
He didn't hang out with demons. He learned from them to be able to
Be more demony?
No, to be able to kill them.
That's a weird thing to teach somebody.
Well, if you meet him and find the men who work alongside of him, you'll better understand why he does the things he does.
I'm sure his family has nice things to say about him.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's sort of... You'll... Never mind.
Yeah, I bet he's quite the family man.
Yeah.
Does he have any children?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
I will.
Okay. Just please... be careful.
I'm a very careful person.
Yeah, we're all pretty careful.
He's not.
Yeah.
You're not either.
What are you talking
Okay,
about?
to be fair, I had no warning sign that
No,
was going to
he's
go
the
poorly.
one he's not careful. You traded your precious thing for...
Okay, hold on now. Nothing?
As you guys are having this conversation, you guys hear a horn blowing in the from outside of the guild hall.
In a triumphant way?
No. And Grandor is just like, oh, that hasn't been blown in a very long time. Where did you show up here with evil artifacts, and now the town war horn is blowing? What happened down there?
They were just goblins and kobolds. And
Is this all you found?
No, but there was the guy in the cage.
yeah.
The big guy in the little cage, and there was a little guy in a regular cage.
He's like, we'll continue this conversation later. We need to go outside and see what's happening.
Did you get the name of the guy who gave these to you?
Yeah. Yep. He was Creepy McSticky Fingers.
It's a weird name.
Yeah.
We'll discuss this later. We need to go.
His name was most certainly not.
Sorry, everyone, for listening. That's listening. I know this is a longer episode, but we're about to wrap it up. As you guys walk outside, there's just people in the streets. A lot of drunk people because it is nighttime, and there appears to be like